Hello traders, welcome back to Billions Club. Welcome on today's live stream. We are sorry for a small delay, approximately 10 minutes. We got a problem with the mic. Everything should be working right now. So, without any further ado, let me tell you what is the plan for today. We are expecting a lot of volatility in the market because of NFP, non-farm payrolls, that will be released in around 17 minutes from now. So, we will start with some TA. I was on quick vacation / road trip last 4 days, so I wasn't keeping you updated at all. I did on Tuesday Instagram takeover where I was showing you how I trade when I'm on a vacation. That was a pretty good movement on a BTC, but that was the only setup that I had this week. So we're gonna break it down. What's happening here right now? What is the plan for upcoming hours? Most importantly for the NFP. I will show you how I personally trade NFP, and also don't forget to join today our weekly meetup call inside Discord group where we can be discussing your mistakes that you've made during your evaluation process, if you've made any, or if you just have any questions regarding strategies, trading, psychology, planning, all of these things. I'm here to help you. So you can join and we can discuss all of these things. Just fix mic, please. Mic is not great. Why? Oh yeah, it's going too high, right? So you know what we will do? Give me 1 minute and I'll try to fix it. All right, so the mic should be better now, is it? Is it okay, guys? Should be, since we can hear you. It's working, please. Please, mic a little bit further from you, since we can hear you. Okay, so is it okay? I think now it should be fixed. Let me know. Should be okay. But before we're gonna start with the TA, please just let's make sure that it works, that you can hear me fine, and we can start with the TA. But I guess it's yes. All right, perfect. So it's going everything okay, so pretty good so far. Let's jump right into it. All right, BTC chart. I was posting some TA in the morning, and I was telling you yesterday that I will do a live stream in the morning explaining the levels and the TA that I'm looking for. I didn't, because we planned the stream for you because we got an NFP today, so I decided that, you know what, let's show them how we trade NFP, what is my approach, and how you can kind of prepare for the next NFP, which, by the way, is all the time, every single month, first Friday of the month. So today it's 4th of August, so every single first Friday of the month you got an NFP, non-farm payrolls. How you can be checking all of these things is that you can go, or at least this is what I do, you can do whatever you want, but I use Forex Factory, which is probably the simplest way how you can check this. Go to calendar, simply search for Friday. I do this usually in the morning every single day, checking what news can we expect, what can be like the volatility injection throughout the day, and so on. So today, as you can see, non-farm employment change right here. Basically, the news with the red flag are the ones that will be providing a lot of volatility, a lot of volume. Is very likely to occur in the market. What you can do is, if you are trading more for experts, then always pay attention to the currency. Obviously, since I'm trading Euro USD, BTC USD, and gold, most of the time I pay attention only to USD. Sometimes when you have something big on Euro, you can also implement this into your plan. But anyway, enough talking about the news. You know what we are looking for, or you know what we are expecting. So let's talk about the price action. So currently there is plenty of new longs being open inside this range right here on the BTC chart. My plan, and a very risky trade, could be sweeping the liquidity below here and then potentially getting moved to the upside. How can I get the idea that, okay, there is plenty of longs that can be swept from the market and we can be looking for a move to the upside? I will show you. let's just prepare for BTC now, because that's the most important one for me. As you can see, plenty of new longs step into the market. So the idea is that we will sweep the liquidity and then get a move to the upside. We have basically few points where liquidity could be swept. This one, we got also this one, and we got also this one below the slowdown there. How I personally view this is that instead of, using free lines on a chart, I will just do this. I will just create a box with a liquidity pool text. And we will be just waiting for what's gonna be happening inside this box with plenty of liquidity. So that's the plan. And what I'm looking for, well, considering the 4-hour chart, let's zoom out a bit, you are still in a downtrend. So considering just the trend, there is still big likelihood that the price will go down. And you gotta keep this in mind, because what can happen is, once again, NFP will be released and we can get something like this, which you need to be using stop loss when you are trading these news. That's just a must have. And you gotta have a plan. So for me, we are bouncing out of this 4-hour zone. We basically mitigated the zone once here, second time here. So it will be interesting to see if we can actually move down and hold this zone, something like this, or we can blast through it. What can happen is, instead of going inside this liquidity pool, we can sweep the highs here and then get a move down, which is my second plan, my second potential scenario. We will wait, and I will try to take aggressive trade with a very small position size, taking this only on the Billions Club funded account. Not using trade copier here. I'm not going to be copying this trade to other prop firms because of the high risk and high volatility coming to the market, and also some of them are not allowing trading during the news. So that's the plan for the NFP on a BTC chart. Let me just check the chat. We got 32 people watching the stream. So guys, I hope that these streams are valuable for you and they'll actually give you some information. Let me know if you like them. Video quality fire, appreciate it. Fix mic, please. Mic should be fixed. Yes, now it's great, perfect. All right, so everything should be running. Before we're gonna start covering the other charts, guys, let me know what is your plan, because obviously I'm not saying that I'm right all the time, and I'm not, obviously. I just have my plan and certain probabilities based on some statistical edge. But let me know what is your plan. Let me know what you are looking for on either BTC chart, gold chart, Euro USD chart, or whatever pair you trade. Considering the 4-hour gold chart here, we are still inside a big support zone right there. So we could be looking for some bounce out of this. That could be the case, but it's pretty tricky, in my opinion, here trading gold, because you don't have any clear zone. This is not the cleanest setup in the world, and when you are trading such a high volatility market or high impact news, you want to be looking for the best potential trades. But overall, we are hitting this demand. Did we sweep liquidity somewhere below this low that could be classed as a liquidity sweep right here? And we got plenty of equal lows created on a chart. So there will be enough liquidity to actually grab it and then potentially move to the upside. So it also could be a long on a gold chart. And let's have a look at a 4-hour Euro USD chart. So this is what I was posting. This was the trade that I took last Friday. So it's exactly 7 days back. We made around 2.5K on this one. That was basically the one that made me the profit that I withdrew from the Billions Club account. Right here I made around 2.5. I was in a small profit, so overall around 3 grand. Or around 2.7, something like this. Then obviously you get 10%, or you give 10% to Billions Club. you get 90% out of it. Which, by the way, we've prepared a special event for you all, trying to try the funded account or the evaluation process for the first time. We are offering 50% sale on our 5K challenge. So if you've been wondering about Billions Club, trying to take the challenge, trying to test it, if you are really legit, if you are a good prop firm, then you can go to our website, billionsclub.com, and you can learn more about, select here, the 5K challenge. And as a discount code, you gotta use this. Let me just paste the code from the announcements. Just trying to find the announcements channel. You know what? I will find it right here. It's gonna be easier. The code is, by the way, Young Trader right here. You got 2 days left, so now it's the right time to start your trading challenge. I'm just gonna paste this to the chat. You can learn more about the Young Trading Talent right here. Because we've been getting amazing feedback from you all that some of you are trying to start with the trading and you have just like a small amount missing for the challenge and you want to become a funded trader. You want to change your trading career and start trading bigger capital. And as we always say, we really read your comments, we really read your messages, and we appreciate your feedback. So we decided, you know what, let's give them a chance to start a trading career, and let's do this special sale event. So once again, if you've been wondering or thinking about passing the challenge evaluation process, now it's going to be the right time. You can try the whole platform, you can try our dashboard that we offer, and obviously our trading support that we are offering here. Is there 50% off on a 10K challenge? No, we are right now offering only on a 5K challenge, because basically we've been getting a lot of messages about like the smallest that people want to buy the smallest challenge, but they are missing a few dollars, so we decided that we're gonna give them a chance with the smallest challenge possible. But a 5K, it can still give you a good return. You know what? Like you can still make 10% out of a 5K, and it's gonna give you like a decent money, considering that you spent $25 on the challenge itself. But anyway, let's pay attention to the charts again, because Euro USD chart 4 hour. We've basically mitigated all these support levels. We got a pretty nice bounce out of this low level here, but then we get an even further move down. We hit this POC. I believe there was also plenty of naked point of controls, which we can obviously check. So let's do it right now. Yes, there is plenty of naked POCs below us. Considering the trend here, more likely that we will get a move down. What is nice on Euro USD chart is that we got plenty of equal highs, creating a lot of liquidity. So the potential scenario for me on EU is gonna be this. Grabbing the liquidity above the X point here, and then gonna move down. But obviously, once again, you gotta be ready to take a loss. Use a small position sizing, which I will use here, and let's just wait for the release. What is the consensus here? So 2 minutes left, 2 minutes 30 seconds. So it's coming. So the previous one was 209K, the expectation 205K. But let's just wait and see how it goes. To be honest, most of the time I'm not even trading during the NFP. I don't like trading news and so on, but I know that a lot of you do. And I want to show you how I'm approaching these news when I'm actually trading them, because I can say I got quite a decent experience with trading news, because I was trying to do it for like 2.5 years, and overall I've lost a lot of money on trading the news. That's why when I'm trading the news now, I'm using a really small risk. So usually when I trade 1% or 0.5, today I'm planning to risk basically around $200, $300 on the trade. We'll see how it goes, but $500 will be the maximum that I'm willing to risk today on the volatility that we are expecting. All right, so 1 minute left. Perfect scenario would obviously be going below here, grabbing the liquidity, potentially going higher. Considering the 4-hour trend, it's not the best trade in the world, and we can actually get a move down and basically blast through the level and mitigate this bigger 4-hour zone here. How does it look on a daily chart? Daily chart is hitting this nice demand, but not tapped perfectly yet. It's pretty hard to form like any good bias here, because really there is not any clear trade formed on the chart right now. Once again, there is a liquidity pool. Same liquidity pool is created on gold. On EU, it's basically the opposite one, where the liquidity is sitting above the highs here. So 7 seconds left. Let's go here and let's see the result. So the result is pending. Still pending how the chart is reacting. All right, so EU is going up for grabbing that liquidity. And gold perfectly feed through the lower liquidity. A bit too late now to enter. All right, so I took one lot position on gold. Let's see how it goes. Very small position, obviously. Just trying to be as passive as possible on this trade, because really you don't want to be risking a lot on these setups. So currently around $200 in a profit, 260, 300. Okay, where's gonna be the TP? Well, you've got basically 2 potential levels where it can reverse completely, which can be right here above the high liquidity. Right, so 400 now. Well, I can actually show you the MetaTrader here. I forgot about it. It's a brand new account, basically, after the withdrawal, so that's why we got the 100K. Waiting for NFP news. What is your opinion on gold pump or dump? Can I buy more than one 5K challenge? Well, that's a great question, actually. I don't know. I think you can. I think you can buy as many as you want. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. But I believe you can. By the way, this level perfectly mitigated, which is nice. This is really gonna be the POI for me. The 1939, basically 1940 level. How is the BTC reacting? Well, okay. Not at all. And EU is getting also a decent pump. So where can we be looking for on a EU chart? That's a great question. Here, I'll be looking for potentially this level here, which is going to be acting as a big resistance, which we are hitting right now as we are speaking. Come on, gold, push a bit higher. This is always a tricky part during the news. So obviously the first, let's say 5 to 10 minutes, or actually sometimes even 15, can be only a fake out, and then it can reverse. That's why I'm trading one lot. One lot is a very, very small position size. And if I'm gonna get stopped out, it's gonna be around 500, 300, $300 to $400. It really depends where I'm gonna get executed exactly. Hi, Jan, is there any reason you use Bybit and not Binance data on ExoCharts? Well, that's a very good question, mate. And it was because I have my personal account on Bybit, and before trading the funded account, which by the way I started around a year and a half ago, my first ever challenge with the other prop firm, I was trading my own capital, and I was always so used to Bybit. And actually, as you probably know, if you know my style, I'm looking for liquidity grabs with a trade value area, with its swing failure patterns, and sometimes they were occurring on Bybit, they weren't occurring on Binance. And obviously it can be opposite, but most of the time, or more times than not, it was more accurate on Bybit than on Binance, even though Binance has much bigger volume. And this is a bit tricky part when considering the order flow. It really depends what data you use, but sometimes you will get, for example, trade value area on Bybit, you won't get it on Binance, and so on. This can make you quite a lot confused if you will be if you will be comparing these two charts together. So my approach that I use is that I just use Binance, which is the chart that I trade, and that's it. Which is maybe not I don't know, like one could say, but you can be comparing like these charts together, and if you will have the same entry confirmation on all of them, you know that it's right data. But then sometimes you will get a confirmation on Bybit, but not on Binance, but it still plays out. So I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible, which maybe it's not like the smartest way in the world, but it works. All right. So right now around 60, basically break even right now. $100 in profit. Let's see if we can push higher. What is the result, by the way? 187, okay. Why it says the previous one 185? It was showing 209, I believe. All right, so the history, July, actual 209. Then we got, okay. How is the DXY reacting? Should be going down, but okay, the DXY chart is not that clear, to be honest. And we are hitting this big demand, which you should be aware of. Look at this. We tapped to the level absolutely perfectly. Oh yeah, there is not a volume on the TVC chart. From the DXY, we needed to pump a little further down, but obviously it's hitting like the local support and it's going against the trend. That's why I was saying that it's pretty aggressive trade. It's not the highest probability trade in the world. And that's really why I'm presetting the take profit level to the nearest level possible, basically. Which, by the way, let's just do this. I want to turn this off, and the colors, let's keep them as it is here. Let's go to the 5 minute. This is basically a mobile version of the MT4, but it's running on a Mac. but it's not like a desktop version of MT4, unfortunately, because you can't run that on M2 chip. So that's why the user interface is not the best at all. The 1940 is actually quite far away here. It's 5 minute time frame. Let's see if we can push any further up. Yeah, no worries. You are welcome. I've done some backtesting in the morning. Was basically backtesting the whole London session since we didn't have a lot of trades. For backtesting, I use FX Replay, if anyone is wondering. This is the result with the strategy that I'm currently running. Win rate around 40%. I'm still trying to get a bit better, but you are getting the average risk to reward 3.6, which is a decent, and you get a pretty like okay equity curve. You know, I don't like the strategies with a lot of like roller coaster curves when it's going really like this, you know, because then I can handle these strategies when I'm trading them live, which is always very important. And what I say all the time when you are testing some strategy, because a lot of times I see that people are using, you know, strategies with like 20% win rate, and you get like amazing returns because you are using these like high risk to reward trades, let's say 8R, 10R trades, but 20% win rate, you can be very profitable with that. But the point is that when it's like you can be profitable in a backtesting, but when it's happening live on a chart, it's a completely different story, because you need to add your psychology into it, you need to add your emotions. And basically when you lost like 10 times in a row, for example, which obviously will happen with a 20% win rate, you will lose most likely more trades in a row than 10, at least once a year. Then it really depends how well you will be trading when this will be happening on a chart. So how well you can actually perform when you will be in such a drawdown, when you will be in such a losing streak. If you will perform correctly, then yes, it's fine. But personally, from my experience, I know that I won't be able to handle them as I should be handling them, if that makes sense. All right. TP hit. So the take profit just hit. Oh yeah, that's it for today, probably. $600 made, decent trade. As you can see, we can go to the Billion Scalp dashboard. %51 win rate. Oh yeah, we see even the last trades here. This is amazing. Cool. So yeah, $600 up. Once again, not the best trade in the world, or not the best profit in the world, but how you need to view it is that I entered around here, 1933. So the risk to reward was like 1-to-1. But that's why I'm running such a low position size, because trading during these news is very, very risky. Obviously, you gotta keep that in mind. What about the BDC? So BDC actually swept the liquidity. That's the question that I have right now. So we got 12 minutes after the news got released. So there is a trade value area, pretty nice one. Is it? Well, no, actually not. It's not the nicest one in the world. No. Longs are getting stopped out quite heavily, which is the thing that we were kind of looking for. So any questions, guys, regarding today's trade, regarding today's live trading that we did? All right, so now we are coming back down again. It can sweep the liquidity above all of these highs and then reverse down, which would be crazy. This is a nice one. It's 4 hour. These like buy to sell candles works pretty well. If you're looking to backtest something, then small tip for you. All right, so we mitigated basically the small demand zone that we got right here. One could say that this is the real demand, which could be the case, but it was partially mitigated here. But anyway, we tapped the level and we are getting the reaction to the upside. So really the zone that is very important on gold is this one. So like 1943 to around 1950 is potentially the zone that we could be looking for today. Why I was aggressive on the take profit? Well, I wanted to get out of this as soon as possible, because from my experience, a lot of times it will just grab the liquidity on one side, then the other side, and it will remain in a range bound movement. And you don't want to miss out on the profits that you've made. So that's why I took the trade, or that's why I took the profit here. Right now, let's just keep waiting for what's gonna happen next. BTC pretty slow so far. Let's read the order flow a bit more, and I know that we got. Oh, the poor high is actually mitigated, so this is perfect. But we got a poor high from yesterday that is still untapped, which is around 29,461, which could be potential target for today, which is all the way up here, right? So this could be a potential zone that is likely to be tapped today on a BTC chart. The question is, do you want to enter now? Well, you don't really have your entry confirmation here because we don't have a lot of like a trapped traders down there. We don't have a lot of imbalances, which imbalances are very, very like a good way how you can spot if there is absorption or not. I can show like a good example of imbalances, which was right here. Look at these imbalances that you got. Here, 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 here. And what I say all the time, what is like so huge advantage of order flow and footprints is that you can be paying attention only to colors. And when I see that, okay, here the color fading is going into dark colors. Let me just turn off this. When I see that the color fading is going into the like dark colors here, then this gives me the idea that there's a plenty of selling, right? And once I see this, once I see that there is a negative delta overall, once I see that there is a big T size coming in, it's a pretty decent confirmation that the price will move to the upside. And that's basically the way how I was able to predict that, okay, here in this case, it's very likely we will continue all the way up here, which we did. By the way, let me know if you are interested in seeing more of these like backtesting sessions and so on. What we could actually do live on a stream sometimes is we can do backtesting together. I can show you a bit more how I backtest, how I gain the statistics, how I gain the data. Here we can go through the analytics from today's session. So total P&L in around 28 days, 19,600. What I will honestly say is you can expect, let's say, 60 to 70% on a live account, because you will make some mistakes. Most likely you won't be able to handle it 100% correctly from a psychology perspective most of the time, so you will have a bit worse performance. But when you have like such a good result during your backtesting, then you can expect that a strategy will be also profitable during your live trading if you stick to it correctly. What I like about it is that when we check the performance of the based on day, where is it? Here. Their basic the only losing day I had was a Wednesday, so I lost one trade here. Very profitable day for me is a Tuesday. Monday is also very profitable. Thursday not so good, and Friday is kind of a break even. And this is how you can get the idea that Monday and Tuesday I gotta be trading, I gotta be ready. And this is why I'm saying all the time, you gotta have your statistics. You need to know your overall win rate. You need to know when you are taking trades, when you gotta be ready. Because as you can see, most of my trades are happening during the New York, London, and then the take profit sometimes is being hit around out of session, right? So it's not that I'm opening trades out of session, it's that these trades are being hit, or the take profit is hit during out of session time, which is fine for me. It's just like a set and forget approach. The average duration of the trade 2 hours, winning the duration 3 hours, and basically losing duration is 1 hour, which is also very, very good, considering that it's not usually it's not running overnight. All right. Live trade, but what do you think about a CVD on BTC perp in last 2 days? It seems to be going down quite a bit, especially overnight. Okay, let's check. I kind of stopped using CVD, to be honest. For me, I changed my trading style quite a lot past 10 months, I'd say. I had like a very complicated style of trading, and now it's really simple: supply and demand, reading the order flow once we are hitting these key levels, and looking for liquidity. And obviously most important is the market structure, but I've been always paying attention to market structure. I don't see any divergence here, to be fair. No. On 4-hour chart, not really. You said overnight. Let me try to check it. Overnight. There was a bearish divergence right here, but as you can see, it's basically, it breaks eventually. There is like a very big CVD divergence now, but I don't trust it that much. I would still be looking for a move up, to be honest. Thinking about taking long on BTC, but so far it seems it's pretty risky. But basically the trade that I'm looking for, or the move that I'm looking for today, would be something like this, which, if we calculate the position size, I usually use the cashback forex. $200 is gonna be the open price, and you know what, let's do 29.50. The risk is gonna be 1%. 6.6 lots should be placed inside or onto this position size. Gold is struggling quite a lot with breaking the previous highs here, so I'm kind of happy that I took the profit. What about EU? EU is probably likely to be heading around this zone here, which, if you will go to the lower time frame, there is plenty of zones where it can reject. Basically, the most important one for me would be around here, but it was partially mitigated, so then you got a second one that is all the way up here. These are like two mini zones that we can pay attention. We'll see if they can get some reaction or not. This one is the bigger POI for me, hands down. Let's check the Billions Club if we have any questions. Poker can be also a business. Well, yes, actually. You know, like you can play poker for a living, and I know people that are playing poker for a living, and they actually make money out of it. NFP has been so nice today. Oh my god, amazing. I've never... Why are you guys like averaging so many times into a position here? Isn't it better to just average down with like 3 or 4 or 5? I don't know, I've never been a fan of these, a lot of manually averaging positions, because then when something bad happens, you can get wrecked basically pretty easily. Please, could you extend the cheapest 5K challenge till Monday? I'm sorry, but we are running the offer only until Sunday. Oh, sorry, I had the Binance data there. This is the thing that I was talking about. You know, like sometimes we'll see, like we can go up, we can go down, obviously, but sometimes the data from Bybit are more precise, in my opinion. Let's see the BTC. I'm really interested in longing this, but it's kind of a risk trade out of it, and I don't want to lose the profit that I made. Basically, when I'm confused like this, or confused, when the chart is not really clear, what you really can do about this from the order flow perspective, and this is just like really, I've never really said this on live streams and so on, what I exactly do, because it's always good to keep something as a secret, but I will show you a bit of that secret today. When you don't have a trade value area inside this candle here, you also didn't trap the liquidity or didn't grab the liquidity here, then I'm just trying to read exactly what's happening inside these lows here. How can we do that? Well, by reading the delta most of the time and the net shorts. You want to see plenty of shorts coming into this, which in this case, it's not really the case, right? Here they are closing, here they are also closing. The delta is negative, which is positive sign for us. There's a plenty of shorts in the market. We got a poor highs, so like the likelihood of coming up and sweeping these highs is very high. The question is it now the good entry or should we wait? In my opinion, this is not a good entry yet, because we haven't changed the trend. We are still remaining range bound. We haven't created any trade value area on 15-minute time frame, neither 5, I believe. We can check the 5-minute, obviously, just to like double check, just to be sure that we are not missing on something. But okay, there is a trade value area, but the volume is low, right? This kind of looks pretty aggressive. What about the net shorts? They are coming down. So it's a long closing basically. You don't have new shorts opening, meaning they can fuel the move to the upside. No. This candle is so far negative delta, but it's not closed. Really low volume. These candles are quite nice. These, basically before the NFP, but once again, it's more of a long closing. Like the chart right now is pretty choppy considering it's Friday and so on. I think that I'm just gonna call it a day with $600 profit. I know, and this is just really a pure $600 profit, not more, kind of unfortunately, but I wasn't copying this to other firms. I wasn't copying this to other accounts. So, but I'm kind of happy with that, because once again, you want to stick to your rules in the long run, and my rules are that I just don't want to be entering into positions during the news events, and on some firms you can't even enter into a trade. So that's basically it. Hey, quick question about your firm. Yes, go ahead. All right. I am from Zimbabwe. Can I join in? Yeah, yes, you can. You can visit our website. go here to the young talent because we are offering this special event that I was talking about at the start of the stream. As in, can I get a funded account with you? Yes, you can. I think you are not on like the banned countries, and I think that we have any. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm a trader here mostly, so I'm not like the owner of the company. But yeah, you absolutely can. Right, so do we have any questions? Let's just share this trade. These money shots are absolutely amazing. I love them. Amazing, this guy got funded after the giveaway that we did for the start of the prop firm. It's amazing. Awesome session, you guys rock. Appreciate it. Virus, are you the virus from the CV, the Crypto Wizards? Are you the one, or you're like a different guy? I think it's you, right? You are absolutely killing it on XRP, if I remember it correctly. Yes, it's gonna be you. Virus 589. Yes, I remember you. You see, I remember my members. It's always, I think like the community that we have inside the Wizards is amazing because we don't have that many people right now. We got around 170 people. Inside like the paid membership group, and the good thing is that I just remember like who you are, and I think you've been inside Wizards for a long time, and you started trading XRP like a year ago, I believe. I remember that we got some live chat and we were talking about the XRP, or you were there asking me about the XRP. I was actually trading XRP too, like 2.5 years ago. But I stopped. I really started focusing only on the main pairs, so BTC, Euro, and Gold. And for me, that works better. But if you can perform on these altcoins, then it's good for you. Like you get much more opportunities than you probably do on like other coins. Look at this. Let's check the chart. So gold is pushing even a bit higher. That's nice. The BTC also starts to push higher, but I will just wait. Actually, I want to sit on my hands. I don't want to enter now, and I will be upset if we will get a move to the upside. Like hands down, it will suck. Like if we will move up to this level, then I missed on like a really nice trade idea. But I want to catch it somewhere around here. It basically stop loss here, so I can get around 4 RR. which would give me, I need to enter around here. You know, like for me, it's not really worth it to take it now because the RR is 1.3 basically. Doesn't make sense. Yes, sir, been with Wizards for about a year. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. You're a great guy. Oh, nice. Kango was buying the whole uptrend here on 1 hour. That's amazing. Yeah, like usual. If you are asking me about one thing that is the most important in trading, I'd say the trend itself. And I know you've probably heard it a million times. The question is, do you know how to use trend correctly? Because I'm not really telling you that you can be shorting the uptrend, but you know where. You need to know where. Like sometimes you can be trading these retracements, but you have less probabilities automatically. So all the time I'm trying to go with a trend. It's definitely better to go with a trend. But if you can't, or somehow, I don't know, you want to be shorting the retracements, you can do that, but just get your statistics that it's profitable overall for you. Because if every time you lose on a retracement and then you make money on trend, then you can make much more with removing these unnecessary losses during the retracement phase, obviously. Someone is asking for help here in the chat. Hello, I need help. Isn't this a descending triangle? It must continue to the downtrend, right? First mistake, man. All right. So this is exactly what I'm saying all the time. Someone here, isn't this ascending triangle? It must continue to the downtrend, right? Like this is the thing. Must doesn't exist in trading because it's only a game of probabilities. And you never know what's going to be the next move, and that's just very important to realize all the time, because once again, it's only, you have only certain chances that the move will play out. Someone is asking here, alrighty, so 600 up for today. Probably I'm gonna call it a day, or I will wait for retracement on BTC and then I will enter a little lower. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I will get the opportunity. The plan is that I will wait for coming into this zone here. and I will start looking for some absorption. EU is hitting the level that I was talking about, right there, which is good. So let's just wait for the entry model if we will have one. In my opinion, what's very likely to happen is that we will sweep the liquidity above these highs here, and then we will form a range and then potentially move down. So I'll be looking for sweeping this level here, creating a range, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. And don't forget to join in about an hour to our Discord, where we can be discussing your mistakes as a trader and how to overcome them. I will be giving you some tips and tricks and sharing my experience with the different things. So join, it's gonna be right here inside the weekly meetup channel. See you there in around 52 minutes. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining today's stream and actually participating here, commenting and being active in the chat. We really appreciate it. And see ya on the next one, which is going to be on Sunday, where we're going to be preparing for the next 5 days of trading inside our Discord group and here on YouTube. There will be a live stream, so you will see like a summary of the plan inside the Discord. So don't forget to join. And if you want to see the whole stream absolutely for free this Sunday here on YouTube, you'll find a link on either our website, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. And don't forget about the special sale event. It ends on Sunday, so add it to your calendar. Don't miss out, because this is a superb chance how you can start your trading career with funded capital.